Fires of an Empire, Books 1 and 2. Written by Jessica Barberi. Narrated by Christopher Curtis. This is a collection of the first 2 books in the Fires of an Empire Saga. It tells the chronological story of Fire from Ashes and Waves of a Tempest as the events of the parallel tales unfold. Beginnings. It was a gentle touch on the shoulder that drew Roisin from her dreams. The room she occupied was still dim, lit only by candlelight. She blinked open her eyes to see her fellow servant Ashlyn standing beside her. "The waves are coming faster. It should not be long now." Ashlyn spoke in a whisper. Roisin nodded in understanding and rose to her feet. She took a minute to tuck a loose lock of auburn hair back into her snood, and then adjusted her veil so that it draped evenly over her head. Her last effort was to smooth her skirts. "I'm ready," Roisin whispered to her companion. The pair walked out the door of the small cottage and proceeded down the dirt lane which was bathed in moonlight. "I remember it said that the babes prefer to come on the full moon. Seems true this time at least." Ashlyn was looking up at the shining moon, beaming, an excited skip in her step. "How many babes have you seen born?" "I would guess some more than 20 at this point," Roisin replied with a smile back to her companion. "How's our mother doing this night?" "It has been a long labor for her, but when I left, she was still in good spirits. Servant Grania was readying some broth for her." Roisin nodded. "The first babes often take a bit more time to come. But joy is found in patience and grace. I'm gladdened to hear her spirits are still high." The woman quickly shuffled down the lane until they reached the door they were seeking. Without knocking, Roisin slowly opened it and slipped in without a word. Ashlyn slipped in behind her. The room they walked into was dark, with a dirt floor and clay walls. A fire in the hearth and a few candles placed about provided the only light in the space. An older woman was seated before a wooden table, ladling a liquid out of a pot into a wooden bowl. Like Roisin, her head was covered with a linen snood and veil. She had a simple tan overdress with an apron tied at her waist. The woman raised her wrinkled face and smiled at their presence. "Just in time! Our sweet mum has said she's started to feel a need to push." Her quiet voice showed excitement, and the 2 girls turned and smiled at each other. A low-pitched moan pulled their attention over to a woman in the opposite corner of the room, leaning against the back of a chair. The woman's bulging belly hung below her, and her
Sample complete. Ready to continue?